Hello everyone. So the topic is closure. So I'll explain what is closure. So a closure in JavaScript is a function that remembers and can access variable from the outer lexical scope in which it was created even after the outer function has finished executing. So like a closure in JavaScript script is a function that remembers and can access variables from the outer scope. That is the closure. So now I will explain like how closure how closure work. So first of all, closure work in outer function, in inner function. So in outer function, outer function and inner function. So in the outer function creates a scope with variables and inner function is defined inside the outer function and has access to the outer function variable. Okay, even after the outer function finishes execution, the inner function still has access to those outer variables because it is a closure. Now I will explain one example in code. So I'll use online JS compiler. JS compiler. So in that function outer function and let outer variable like I am outside. Okay, and then inner function like function and then like suppose inner function and then console.log outer variable and then return inner function. Okay, so in that const closure function equal to outer function and closure we will call closure function now. Closure function. So when we will run, so we will get output I am outside. Why? So now I will explain. Like in outer function creates a local variable, outer variable and define an inner function. It is define an inner function that reference this variable. Okay, when outer function is called, it returns it like in inner function which assigned to closure function, like in closure function. And even outer function has finished execution, closure function can still access outer variable. Okay, and because it is a closure that remembers, it is lexical scope. It is lexical scope. So that is the example of closure. So now I will explain use cases of closure. Use cases of closures. Closures. Hmm. So first use case is like in data encapsulation. It is a like private variable. Data encapsulation. Encapsulation. Okay. So in that in data encapsulation, closures allow to create functions that can access private variables, preventing them from being accessed directly outside. And the second is callback and event handlers. Callback and event handlers. Handlers. So closures are often used when passing functions are callbacks or even handlers as they allow the callback to access variable from the outer scope. So that is the like event callback and event handlers. And the next is like function factories. Function factories. So in that function factories, we can create dynamic function with closure that remember a specific value. Okay, so the like and the final we can say a closure allow a function to remember and access its lexical scope even after the outer function has finished executing. Closures are powerful tools for data privacy, creating dynamic function and managing state in JavaScript. That's all about closures. Thank you.